The powerhouse San Antonio Spurs face off against the savvy Chicago Bulls. It's Thursday night basketball here on 2K Sports.
It's interconference time for the Spurs as they come in as the visiting team. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Presented by T-Mobile, the starting lineups for Vinny Del Negro and Greg Popovich. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Bulls. Boy, they'd love to start the season off on the right foot with the win tonight.
The hometown fans have waited for this day for a long time, and they're eager to see what the season holds.
Now let's take a moment for this Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. And looking at San Antonio, Clark, tell me, what's going to be the key taking on this Bulls team?
Well, you've got to find a way to deal with their length. They were right near the top of the league last year in block shot. What does that mean if you play against a team like this? You've got to be ready to move the ball, set solid screens, and then you've got to be prepared to take the first available perimeter shot. Because if you take it inside, they're sending it back at you.
Well, Clark, how about Chicago? What's going to be the key for them?
Well, their focus has to be on Tim Duncan. He's an excellent rebounder on both backboards, so you've got to get into him and deny him prime position inside.
It ought to be a compelling game to watch. Thanks, Clark. Rose with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. To the wing. Noah the screen. To Thomas. 13 feet out. Tim Duncan with the rebound. On defense, Chicago. This, of course, their first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
Yep, they'll see them twice this season, so not a lot of FaceTime with these guys.
Here's Rose. Hits the quick shot. Here's Parker. We saw him with 10 points last game. Duncan. Here's McDyess. Connects on the baseline jumper.
Way to distribute the basketball.
And here are the Bulls now. Here's Noah. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two.
First team foul.
Tim Duncan picks one up. And people do like to see these interconference battles.
Oh, I agree with you, Kevin. Definitely in some sports you don't get to play all the other teams on your home court, so the fans love coming out for these.
He knocks down the first one. Joakim Noah certainly carried a lot of college success into the NBA.
He's found the going a little tougher in the NBA because he doesn't have a true position, Kevin. He's kind of a hybrid front court player. Energy, activity, those are wonderful attributes, but he's got to add some more to his game to be consistently effective.
Does he have it up here? Does he have the right frame of reference?
I think he does. It's just going to take a little time for him to hone in on what it is that he needs to be able to do consistently well for his team.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Rose. There's the buzzer, and that's a shot clock violation.
Spurs ball.
Here's Parker. Here's McDyess. It's blocked, and he recovers the ball. Terrific deep by Thomas. To the right wing. Swing pass to Dang. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Thomas. Nets it from the wing.
Nice screen to set up the J. Excellent offensive execution right there.
McDyess down low. Thomas is there. From the low block. McDyess can't hit. Chicago leading. Parker is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. Mark, you got to be impressed with the combination of quickness and size that this 6'2 guard Derrick Rose possesses.
Well, who wouldn't be, Kevin? I mean, this guy is talented, strong, explosive, but what really stood out to me about Derrick Rose was his unselfishness, his willingness and ability to run a team, set other people up, and not worry about forcing his own offensive game. He can get points when he needs to, and he does that. But he's a unique combination of a guy who wants to set other people up first and can go get his and dominate a game if he needs to, if that's what his team needs to win.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. The Spurs will keep possession. And here's Duncan. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Ginobili can't hit. Here comes Rose. It's a three-point game. Selmans. And the rebound goes to Duncan. San Antonio trailing here. Jefferson.
By the time the D could react, it was too late. That's how to rise up for the throwdown.
Here's Selmans. About 7.5 minutes left in the first. Here's Dang. Over Jefferson. Dang with the bucket. Well, Dang has had a nice career so far in the NBA.
Yeah, I think he's been solid. He's a mid-range jump shooter. He's also an effective rebounder and pretty good defender at the small forward spot.
And here's Duncan. He had 27 points last game. Thomas a screen. Easy shot. Rose. Good.
Great pick there. The defender was stopped in his track, and it freed up the easy basket.
And here comes Parker. And here's Duncan, working on Noah. Shoots from the post. Duncan with the bucket.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
And so here is Chicago. It's a three-point game. To Noah. Five on the shot clock. And here is Thomas. McDice on him.
They run very few plays for him on offense, but he got it done right there.
Coach Popovich signals for a timeout. They defeated the Hornets in their last game.
One thing you started to see shape up was how well they were shooting from the field. And I think that's always a function of ball movement and shot selection. They are tough to beat when they shoot with that confidence.
Some adjustments for both teams. Here's Parker. Under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. And here's Duncan. Thomas is on him. Here's Ginobili. A missed three. Here comes Kirk Heinrich. Thomas a screen. Here's Salmons. The shot is off. Now San Antonio the other way. Parker. Money on the 10-footer.
Tony Parker, a three-time NBA champion, a 2007 NBA Finals MVP, and I don't think I've seen anybody faster going rack to rack than Tony Parker. His quickness is deceptive because he's eel-like in his ability to slip and slither into cracks and crevices against any kind of defense, and he's got a variety of teardrops and floaters and runners. He's as unique a point guard as we've seen in the NBA.
Now Finley. 11 points last game. Duncan inside. Thomas is on him. Now Finley. He's covered by Rose. 6 seconds to shoot. And Finley gets it to go.
Hey, that was a nice move on the inside for him. He's not a natural post scorer, but he sure got it done right there. Way to knock it down.
Now here's Heinrich. He's covered by Ginobili. Noah backs in. Here's Heinrich. Hits the far iron, but it goes in. Here's Parker. Right around 4 minutes left in the first. To the high post. And here's Duncan. Thomas is on him. Six seconds to shoot. To Finley. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Salmons. Tipped.
Shot clock violation. Spurs ball.
We'll see a new set here for the Bulls. Here's San Antonio now. They trail by 3. Manu connects from in close.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
Rose with the ball. Six seconds to shoot. Here's Heinrich. Off from three-point land.
I'm surprised he missed that three. The defense was very fortunate.
Here's Finley. Can't take the lead.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
Dang. Nails it from the wing.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. It's a three-point game. Yes! And the foul. That's on Joakim Noah.
First team foul. Parker, shooting 1.
And he ties it up.
Boy, Tony Parker, the thing that jumps out at you is his ability to score in the paint, but he's really added a nice jump shot to his repertoire as well. He can make threes. He doesn't like to shoot a lot of them, but the mid-range jump shot he possesses now makes him one of the premier scoring point guards in the league.
Rose with the ball. 5 on the shot clock. The jump hook. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, so far they're showing a slight edge in rebounding to start the ball game.
Here's Ginobili. Hits the quick shot.
Assisted by
Noah with it. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Here's Heinrich. Hits from long range. 5 points in the game. They are showing an edge, but it's pretty close to even at this point.
Yeah, and you know what, Kevin? It's going to come down to who wants it more. They need to keep up the pressure and add to it if they can. Increase that pressure a bit.
Here's Parker. 5 points in the game. Parker. McDyess drops it in on the layup.
Passes like that are fun to watch. Beautiful feed inside for the score. He placed it perfectly, Kevin.
Coach Del Negro wants a timeout. We'll see a new set here for the Bulls. Now here's Heinrich. He's got 5. Here's Heinrich. Drains it from downtown. 8 points for him.
He's really been efficient in the quarter so far. I love the way he's looking for his offense.
And here is Mason. Baseline. Here's Parker. Gets in close. Finishes with the soft touch. And we're now all tied up at 23. We've got a tie ball game on our hands.
They're looking to find the open man, and you can see their advantage in assists. Still, they're not getting any points in the paint. Jump shots can be fickle. They come and go. So it's important to establish some offensive production inside.
We're at the end of one, and it's still close. The score tied at 23. All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. Let's quickly go down to Cheryl Miller for an update.
Hey guys, with the summer games not too far in the future, Joachim Noah is eligible to play for the French, American, Cameroonian, and Swedish teams, but he said, you know what, I want to play for France. Guys?
All right, thanks, Cheryl. Here's Parker. 7 points in the game. Jefferson cans the corner shot. 6 points for him. Chicago trailing here. Please tune in October 31st, this Halloween. We'll see Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. They'll be playing the Los Angeles Clippers at the Staples Center. It'll get rolling at 7:30 Eastern.
We'll see how it plays out.
San Antonio leading. Here's Parker. Into McDyess. To Jefferson. Kirk Heinrich with the rebound. Here comes Kirk Heinrich. 8 points for him. Here's Pargo. Kept alive. Pargo. Heinrich up top. Here's Johnson. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul. First team.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Johnson, shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. Salmons is in at small forward. He gets them both. Here's Parker. He's got 7. Mason lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Parker.
They take a 2-point lead.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
Miller inside. Ratliff is on him. And that one's good by Miller.
I'll tell you what, poor defense can make an offensive player look unstoppable.
McDyess a screen. Ratliff covered by Miller. And it's Miller with the rebound. The Bulls with a chance to retake the lead. Here's Pargo. Does not get the go-ahead bucket. And so here is San Antonio. Please tune in October 31st, this Halloween. It's going to be LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. They'll play host to the Charlotte Bobcats. Start time, 7:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the miss by San Antonio. Pargo to the baseline. To Miller. The dump off to Heinrich. Let's go with a 3. The shot no good. Now San Antonio the other way. And the turnover by San Antonio. Around the league, here we go. A recap from yesterday. A road win for the Indiana Pacers. The Atlanta Hawks losing at Phillips Arena. The Knicks lose one on the road. The Miami Heat getting the W. Out at the AT&T Center, the Spurs take charge. New Orleans taking the loss there. And that's all we have for you right now. Now here's Heinrich. 8 points for him. Can't take the lead. Under 9 minutes left in the half. Here's Jefferson. Nails the baby hook. He's got 8.
That just goes to show you, folks, everybody in this league is a pro. Give them a shot like that and they'll knock it down.
To Heinrich. Seconds to shoot. Pargo dumps it off. Turnover by the Bulls. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. It's a close game here in Chicago. Here's Mason. No luck on the 3-point attempt.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert. Way to move it up court. That's a great pass.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And here is Mason. Here's Bonner off the pick. Graceful finish. They're in front, 31-29. Cannot hit. Now San Antonio the other way. Just over 7 minutes left in the second. Jefferson backs him down. Puts up the baby hook. Nails it from the left block. He's got 10.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
Pargo. And here is Johnson. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Pargo. The three won't fall. And it's the Spurs with the ball. They lead by 4. Jefferson backs down. Puts up the baby hook. Cans it from in close. Chicago trailing here. Now here's Heinrich. 8 points for him. Right around 6 minutes left in the half. Hill, down low, from short range, gets the bucket and the foul. We'll see a new set here for the Bulls. Good for the three-point play. Here's Salmons. Coach Del Negro calls time. Clark, has an up-tempo team ever been a team that will go deep into the playoffs? We've had teams that have come close, teams that will excite, teams that will certainly draw a lot of attention because of the high numbers they rack up game in and game out. But can that team have the wherewithal to go through the playoffs and maybe make the finals? And who knows, even win a championship? Can that be done with that up-tempo style of play?
You know what, Kevin? It has not been done yet. You'd have to go back to the Lakers, the run-and-gun Lakers of the 80s, but they were a good defensive team as well. I think you need a combination. It's fine to play up-tempo, but you have to be able to defend consistently in the playoffs and also be able to go to your half-court game. As a fan and broadcaster, I would love to see an up-tempo team not only get to the finals, but win it. But that's only going to happen if that up-tempo team is solid defensively as well.
Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. We'll be in Houston, Texas, home of the Rockets, as the Portland Trail Blazers roll into town. Start time, 7:30 Eastern.
You always want to get out of there with a win in that one.
So true. San Antonio on D, 9-point game. Miller backs in. To end the drought, finishes with the soft touch. And here is Hill. Just over 5 minutes left in the second. Coach Popovich calls a timeout. And here is Mason. From inside, gets the lay-in. Sweet touch by the 6-year veteran out of Virginia. On the shot clock to Thomas. Inside, Tim Duncan with the rebound. San Antonio leading. Hill. And here is Jefferson. He's covered by Rose. Puts up the baby hook, and Jefferson gets it to go.
Boy, this is fun to watch. This guy is putting on a show right now. He's making it look really easy.
Rose with the ball. Here's Miller. Six seconds to shoot. Here's Dang. No good. Now San Antonio the other way. To Bonner. Leads him with the pass. And here's Duncan. Thomas is on him. Top of the key. Duncan. He's guarded by Thomas. To Jefferson. Nailed it with just a little time left on the shot clock.
Well, he's really doing all he can to keep his team in the game here. What a tremendous effort.
Coach Del Negro wants to talk it over.
When they on the foul line, I'm in your ear doing whispering. Like word to anything I love, you better start missing. Go ahead and tell a rap, like we care what he say. We're out, and nobody can't get the play. We saw losers in Brooklyn, straight up grind. So save all that fancy booze, bitch, for the layup line.
I'ma shoot him up, whiz all bird. All-star, what you think I'm Biz all fur? A chef up like Stewart, Miz all third. If the price is right, like Bob Biz all girl. Keep the crossover for your EPMD. New Adidas on the court like DMCs. Moving, call me.
Some adjustments here for the Spurs. Rose with the ball. About 3.5 minutes left in the half. Salmons. Here's Dang. Puts up the baby hook.
Wow, I think he shocked him there, Kevin. Not the guy you expect to hurt you in the post.
Here comes Parker. He has 7. Manu. And it's Miller with the rebound.
Well, he doesn't have the softest touch. And with the D right in his face, that made all the difference.
Here's Rose. Manu snatches it inside.
They've really done a great job securing the rebounds, Kevin.
Yeah, they got the advantage right now, Clark, +5. Here's Jefferson, and Luol Deng pulls it down. And like we were saying, having more rebounds helps in so many ways.
Well, here with the lead, it's important that you eliminate second chance opportunities for your opponent and then get some of those yourself.
Here's Deng. He has 6. Gets in close. Lays it right in. 8 points for him.
Well, it's almost impossible to miss when the D is playing that soft.
Jefferson, baseline. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They've trailed by as many as 13 points. Seconds to shoot. Rose with 1 on the clock, and the rebound goes to Duncan.
Right now being held without a point in this quarter. Goose egg. Really struggling to find any kind of open looks. Manu Ginobili is the only player ever to win the EuroLeague title, an NBA championship, and an Olympic gold medal. Well, I tell you what, folks, this guy is fantastic at getting to the rim, and he always seems to be at his best when the games mean the most. He's one of the premier clutch players in the NBA. He can hurt you from the three-point line. He's a masterful driver and finisher from all angles and from either either side of the floor, and he packs a lot of production into limited playing time. He is truly one of the outstanding players in the world.
Coach Del Negro calls for a timeout.
So I keep it on me like it's nothing. They say they could from test, I got something. I say I don't know what can that be. They say the cool is all over me. Yeah, and it goes. That's my cool and I can't take it off.
We'll see a new set here for the Bulls.
Noah and Kurt Heinrich.
Rose with the ball. Tipped. And here comes Parker. They lead by 11. 53 seconds left in the second. To Heinrich. Noah. Rose with the ball. Seconds to shoot.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Here's Parker. 7 points in the game. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Noah. Here's Heinrich. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
Kevin, they've got the edge here in rebounding. They're doing a good job of blocking out and then pursuing the basketball. That's good fundamental action.
Here's Jefferson. Drops in the buzzer beater.
Oh, my goodness. What a shot. Just in the nick of time. Money time.
The Spurs
have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, but still plenty of time left. This game is far from over. And that concludes the first half. The score, 48-37. And now, the T-Mobile halftime report. Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Spurs have been running the show so far, and their offense has been firing on all cylinders.
Yep, if they can keep up their hot shooting, this game could turn into a blowout.
Richard Jefferson has started off well.
And he's been snapping that net, Kev. That's what you love to see. Buckets, buckets, and then more buckets.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. You know, some of the fans at home are hoping for a comeback here. We'll see if that can happen as we start this quarter. Here's Parker. 7 points in the game. Jefferson to the stripe. Duncan. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. To Noah. To the elbow. Here's Rose. Duncan has it, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. To Jefferson. Salmon's covering. Shoots from the post. Fouled hard. He'll take a trip to the line. It's on John Salmons. And a quick look now at how San Antonio's schedule is shaping up. They'll be matched up against Portland. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Jefferson, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one.
You know, Richard Jefferson, Kevin, was initially thought of as just a high flyer, a really athletic guy, but he's got game. He's got a lot of game. He can defend. He can make big plays, whether it's shooting the ball or passing it. He does a decent job on the glass, and I think he's an outstanding teammate and team leader.
He gets them both. Here comes Rose. He has 6. Salmons on the paint. Graceful finish.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Running out of time. And here is Jefferson. Here's Mason. Drops it in from beyond the arc. He has 7.
Why anyone would want to leave this guy alone deep is beyond me.
Dang. Rose leads the game in assists.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
The handoff to Duncan. Into Tim Duncan. Here's McDyess. The shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Salmons. Blocked. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
The steal by Thomas.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it. A tough sequence there.
And moments ago, our very own Cheryl Miller had a chance to speak with Vinny Del Negro. Cheryl?
Hey, Kev, he said it feels like they've been in a 15-round title fight, but they have to stop getting beaten up in one area. There have been a lot of threes taken, but not many have hit the mark. He wants to see better shot selection, and if they can't get the threes to fall, it might be time to fight their way inside. That's it from the sidelines. Kevin and Clark?
All right, Cheryl. Coach Del Negro calls time. Rose wasn't watching the line there. That's going to be an over and back. And here is Mason. 7 points in the game. From close range. Oh, just misses. But he'll get 2 shots at the line.
First personal foul.
Tyrus Thomas picks one up.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Mason shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. Gets them both. Rose with the ball. He's got 8. Noah the screen. To Thomas. And Antonio McDyess pulls it down. And it's the Spurs ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Deflects the pass. Stolen away by Noah.
And you know, despite the number of turnovers, Kevin, they've still got the lead here.
For the down
hard. A monster throwdown. Wow. Boom. Impeccable timing on that alley-oop. They hooked up perfectly.
And here comes Parker. He has 7. McDyess backs him down. 8 feet out. Banks it home. He's got 8. And it's not too often we see a team lead when they're playing like this.
No, you're right, Kevin. I mean, this is out of the norm. Turnovers are only one part of the game, though, an important part, but they've been able to overcome them in some other areas.
Absolutely.
It seems like they're winning all of the hustle plays, getting all of the 50-50 balls, and they have a big advantage on the glass.
Here's Parker. It's a 14-point game. Shots good from Mason. Rose with the ball. He's got 8. And you talk about hustle plays, it really does come down to wanting it more than your opponent, and we certainly saw it right there.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's showing up right there. It's very obvious.
And here is Thomas. They trail by 16.
He got the ball inside, and when the D closed in, he just kicked it out to the open man. Simple, but beautiful.
Here's Parker. And here is Jefferson. In close. Under 7 minutes left in the third. And it'll go the other way. The Bulls turn it over.
Sometimes you just don't connect. They can't dwell on it. They've got to move on and just D up and get it back.
One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
He's really been terrific all game long. It seems like every missed shot is ending up in his hands.
Is rebounding something you can work on, Clark, or is it just natural ability?
I think it's a combination. You can work on rebounding, but the very best rebounders do it naturally. They've got tremendous timing, excellent strength, and they're also very good second jumpers. They get off their feet quick, and then they've got a desire to pursue the ball.
Here's Parker. 7 points in the game. McDyess a screen. Mason nails the easy jumper. 13 points in the game.
He'll make that shot all game long. The defense has got to get over the top of that screen.
Here's Rose. Count it and the foul. Tim Duncan picks one up.
First team foul.
Manu is in at small forward. He can't complete the three-point play. Here comes Parker. Here's Parker. Great D. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Rose. Noah with it. On the corner. The dump off to Thomas. McDyess is there. Heinrich frames it from just inside the three-point line. He's got 10. And here comes Parker. He's got 7. McDyess a screen. From inside, almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Joakim Noah. People forget that Antonio McDyess was the 2nd overall pick back in the mid-90s. He's had a career which, because of injury, has not been probably what he thought. But boy, teams always want him on the roster.
You know, he was a 2010 guy early in his career for a couple of years, and that showed you the kind of promise as well as production this guy was able to lay out. but he had to change his game, reinvent himself a bit. A reliable and consistent 17 and in jump shooter. Excellent on the backboard. And an underrated defender. I mean, this guy battles guys much bigger than him effectively. So a valuable player because he adjusted his game and became useful because he perfected a couple of key areas.
And that one's good by Noah.
A good pass, Kevin, is a combination of timing and accuracy. That was excellent. He was in mid-shot, but dished it off when he saw the open man.
Ginobili with the ball. He has 6. Here's Mason. It falls short.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
Here's Dang. Kept alive. Knocks it loose. Heinrich can't get the 3 to fall. And here comes Ginobili. McDyess a screen. To Duncan. The 10-footer. Nailed it with just a little time left on the shot clock. Coach Del Negro wants to talk it over. Salmons is in at small forward. Now here's Heinrich. He's got 10. To the paint, to the left wing. Here's Salmons. He gets hammered and he'll head to the line. That one on Ginobili.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Salmons, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. Some adjustments here for the Spurs. He gets them both. And here is Mason. He's got 13. About 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Here's Jefferson. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
That's his third.
That's on Joakim Noah.
Team foul. Jefferson, shooting 1.
He completes the three-point play.
A good job getting to the line here in this half. I mean, I think that speaks a lot to this team's fortitude. They were determined to get that ball inside and draw fouls.
Rose with the ball. 10 points for him. 6 seconds to shoot. Noah the screen. Salmons. Kept alive. With the clock winding down.
He's having a big game on the glass. His hustle and tenacity is outstanding.
Here's Mason. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for two.
Personal foul.
That one on Rose.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Mason, shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. He gets them both. Rose with the ball. 2:51 left in the third. Here's Heinrich. Claims it from the wing. He's got 12. And it's the Spurs ball. To Bonner. Manu. Off the screen. That's good.
Kevin, I think you've got to fight over the top when you're defending him. He's got such a quick release that you can't give him any space.
Rose with the ball. 10 points for him. Heinrich. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. It's a 16-point game. And here's Duncan. He's covered by Rose. Rose with an assist. This trip would have a double-double. Now here's Heinrich. Over Mason. The shot by Heinrich no good.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Guarded by Heinrich. Puts up the baby hook. Noah hauls it in, and that's his 10th rebound in this one. Here's Thomas. Laid in softly off the glass. He's got 12.
He's been in the zone, Kevin. If they can put it all together around his scoring, they might still have a chance.
And here is Mason. He's got 15. Mason threw this one out of bounds and turns it over. Both teams changing it up. Here comes Kirk Heinrich. It's a 14-point game. Poked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Spurs. Heinrich really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's really giving his team a lift here, providing solid minutes off the bench.
How big is it, Clark, to get a solid contribution off the bench?
I think it's really big because you need everybody to contribute. The starters aren't always going to be able to go the distance, so your backup guys have to come in and play well.
Now here's Heinrich. He's got 12. Here's Noah. Hits the jump hook. He's got 5.
Way to work for that shot inside.
Mason wasn't careful with his position. He gets nailed with the backcourt violation. Here's Salmons. Thomas a screen. Lets it go from the wing. Hammered. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Antonio McDyess.
That's a good call by the referee. There was definitely some contact on the release of the shot.
Salmons, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. Gets them both. Here's McDice. He's got 9. Manu. Oh, just misses, but he'll get 2 shots at the line.
That's his second personal.
It's on John Selmans.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Ginobili, shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. He gets them both. Now here's Heinrich. He's got 12. Here's Dang. What a buzzer beater.
That's simply a big-time shot right there, Kevin. To have that amount of concentration with the clock winding down is something special. A lot of players don't have that.
We have just finished the third quarter. The score, 75-66. Richard Jefferson came to play. 23 points and 2 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been filling it up, Kevin. No surprise there. He's a guy who can really do damage when he's in a groove.
The fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game. All right, the fourth quarter should begin momentarily.
Keep it on me like it's nothing. They say, homie, you better stop fronting. I say, I don't know what can that be. They say the cool is all over me. I don't know what it is gonna be.
Now here's Heinrich. Miller backs in. Here's Dang. Drains it from the corner. Nice bucket by the 6-year veteran out of Duke. San Antonio leading. To Jefferson. Bonner. Ginobili with the ball. Tosses it up. Banks it home. Now here's Heinrich. He's got 12. Right corner, 6 seconds to shoot. To Heinrich. Selmans. Off target for 3.
He's been struggling with his offense all game long. Some days you just can't get it going. Today looks like that kind of day.
Here's Parker. He's got 7. To the wing. Here's Jefferson. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They've trailed by as many as 16. Here's Selmans. Sinks it off the pick.
The pick worked to perfection, and he had all the room he needed to get off the jumper.
To Ginobili. Manu. Great finish in traffic.
I love his tenacity and aggressiveness on offense. He's lightning quick and loves to take it to the rim.
Miller, 6 seconds to shoot. Money with the post shot. San Antonio calls timeout. And moments ago, our very own Cheryl Miller had a chance to speak with Vinny Del Negro. Cheryl?
Hey guys, he wants his team to loosen up offensively. He said, we're passing on too many open looks. If you got a good look, take it. These are shots we can make. That's something most players don't mind hearing. Guys?
Okay, thanks. Chicago trailing here. To Pargo. Let's loose for three. Shot's good. They close the gap to 4. Here comes Parker. He's got 7. Finley on the corner. 6 seconds to shoot. Skip pass to the high post. Here's Parker inside. Oh, so close, but he drew the foul, and he'll get 2 shots at the line. That one is on Miller.
Parker, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. And he splits the free throws.
Had a miss on that trip, but still made this a 2-possession lead.
Rose with an assist. This trip up would have 10 for the game. Rose with the ball. He's got 10. Here's Pargo. Off target from downtown. And it's the Spurs with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. To Finley. Bonner leads him in to Hairston. Noah grabs it, and that's his 11th rebound of the game. Turnover by the Bulls.
You can't be careless with the ball. That's a loss of focus, plain and simple.
The bench has really come on strong these last few minutes.
They've really got to be ecstatic with the play from the subs. They've come in and given them a huge boost.
Here's Parker. 8 points for him. On the elbow. Bonner down low. Parker.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Turnover by the Bulls.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
Here's Parker. About 7.5 minutes left in the game. Here's Hairston. Kept alive. Duncan down low. He's against Miller. From the paint.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Here comes Rose. He's got 10. Here's Rose. Dumps it off. To Pargo. From downtown. That's good.
He's not their go-to guy offensively normally, but when his number was called, he rose to the occasion.
Hairston. Snatched up. Here's Finley. Watches the open J.
No defense there to bother the shot, and he still misfired. His coach does not look happy.
The handoff to Noah. Rose. It counts, and the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Some adjustments here for the Bulls.
Rose. Shooting one.
Good for the three-point play. Derrick Rose has certainly been seasoned. We're seeing he's having a successful NBA career. You talk about his college career, the single year at Memphis, the heartbreaking loss in the Final Four championship game against the Kansas Jayhawks. I mean, you got to build some resiliency. He certainly had to build some leading that game.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm sure that's a game that will stay with him and his teammates and coaching staff for a long time, Kevin. But thank goodness he has the NBA to look forward to, and he's got all-star potential.
You're right. And here is Hill. Just over 6 minutes left to the fourth. Six seconds to shoot. Here's Hill. Can't knock in the three. The Bulls with a big possession.
Can they come back to take the lead?
To Noah. Rose. Selmans does not get the go-ahead bucket. San Antonio leading. And here is Jefferson. Here's Duncan. Snaps the net.
Well, I bet you he'd like to forget that first half that he had. It's nice to see him bounce back here in the second.
Rose with the ball. He's got 13. On the shot clock. Knocked loose. Stolen by Finley.
You have to play smart with the ball in your hand.
Offensive foul. Kurt Heinrich. That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
We'll see a new set here for the Bulls. No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Into no.
Oh! He's not the guy you would expect to compete in the dunk contest, but he can still throw it down when he needs to.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And everything is alright. Like the music we would travel around. We make the dance all night. Come on, coming from my mind.
Yo, push up your hand in the air like this with me. Face to face and embrace your history. We got the recipe that erased the injury. Repping the south side of Chi-Town to the depth of your gut. We paper convey, you say we're the same. We crumble up like there was paper mache. The vapor we spray, making fakers the blade. Power to give props, we can take it away. You never catch me with no name. The fish voice is deeper than James Earl Jones. Me and Petey Man, one in the same world zone. Fire on a vampire as the game twirls on.
Tony Parker.
Here's Parker. 8 points for him. McDyess inside. Thomas is on him. From the right block. From down low. McDyess, good.
Terrific look. Easy bucket. That's how you run your offense.
Dang. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
We've seen some good scrambles for rebounds and even a bit of a fight sometimes. That's just good play inside, and that's kept this game close.
Here comes Parker. Rose with the ball. Thomas down low. Duncan is there. Just an unbelievable performance on the boards. Another rebound. And it is a fight, Clark. So far, these teams are shaking down pretty evenly in every department, especially rebounding.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. I think the score shows that. It's indicative of how evenly matched these teams are. We'll be watching out for who can get the edge down low. That could be the difference.
Here's Parker. And San Antonio turns it over.
Sometimes you just don't connect. They can't dwell on it. They've got to move on and just D up and get it back.
You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He's really doing a great job of finding the open man, and he has his team working in harmony because of it. It's like he has a second set of eyes.
He is doing such a great job of distributing, Clark. How do you counteract that?
They need to put more pressure on the ball and to try to force him to give it up before he gets comfortable.
Chicago trailing here. Here's Salmons. Buries it.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
The Spurs clinging to a small lead.
They could use a basket here, Kevin. It's getting close.
Swing pass to the right wing. To Manu. Launches it. The shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They've trailed by as many as 16. Dang. And here is Thomas. 5 on the shot clock. Rose gets whistled for a loose ball foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
Duncan is one basket away from a double-double. We'll see what he does here. High post. Parker. Noah corrals it, and that's his 12th rebound of the contest. Here's Thomas. Puts the hammer down.
When he gets it that close, forget about it. It's all over.
Your hand in the air like this with me. Face to face and embrace your history. We got the recipe to erase the injury. Repping the south side of Chi-Town to the death of me. We paper convey, you say for the same. We crumble up like they was paper mache. The vapor we spray, making fakers delay. Power to give props, we can take it away. You never catch me with no name. The bitch voice is deeper than James Earl Jones. Me and Billy Van, one in the same world zone. Fire from the vampire as the game twirls on.
And everything is alright. Let the music come and join me. We make the dance all night. From east, west, north, and south. Coming from
Fans, get out of your seats and make some noise!
Here's Parker. He's got 8. And here is Jefferson. He's covered by Deng.
He's had a strong fourth quarter thus far, really providing his team with a lot of offense.
It's that street ball.
shooting. I be rapping, singing, dog shooting. We like, they shooting. They shooting. Made you look. They was clapping in the park, I was rapping. They started clapping in the park, I kept rapping. Singing grand, but it wasn't no full call. I'm been starting, stay savvy. Keep blowing the whistle like yeah, point taken. Take it. We love paper too. When I see me in the bleachers with my creatures, a few Georgia peaches, sweet features. I feel my Miami, mommy, South Beaches. From Hollywood to the hood, they look good.
Rose with the ball. 13 points in the game. Salmons from short range. Count it and the foul. It's going to be on Antonio McDyess.
Salmons, shooting one.
He completes the three-point play.
Big play there, Kevin. That made a big difference with the game in the balance.
To Duncan. Here's Ginobili. Connects from downtown.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Salmons laid in with the D draped all over him.
Big-time basket in the clutch, Kevin.
Less than 1 minute left. Here's Jefferson. Oh! Flushes it with the one-handed jam.
Too easy. Far too easy.
Coach Del Negro signals for a timeout. They trailed by 3. 49 seconds left in the game. Clark, what's your take?
Rose has been sizzling. You'd like to see him get the ball out of this timeout.
Here's Salmons. 15 points in the game. Rose with the ball. Thomas a screen. To Thomas. 6 seconds to shoot. The steal by McDyess. Decisive possession. The crowd on the edge of their seats. The Bulls will go for the intentional foul. Ginobili with the ball. 19 points in the game. It's the first. That gives him a 4-point cushion. Perfect from the line, and it's a 5-point ball game.
Didn't hit them all, but didn't need to. That should seal this one up.
The Bulls will call a full timeout. They're down by 5. 10 seconds left to the fourth. Clark, what are your thoughts?
Every second counts now. You got to score quickly, then foul.
Ma, I love you. I tell him, dollars and deals, we did it. If you think I can't do it, listen. Congratulations, all you fakers that you see, I graduated. Here's a favor for you haters. Why? I made it out the ghetto, I made it out the gutter, but still I keep the street and now I'm hot as every summer. They said I couldn't do it, but who are they to call? I started rapping and ended chances of playing ball, and now they doubt it, but young is sprouted above them all. Straight out the Broward County guns playing basketball.
Here's Salmons. 15 points in the game. Here's Dang. Buries the free throw line jumper.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot. He's extremely deadly from there.
Coach Popovich calls a timeout. They're in front by 3. 2 seconds left in the game.
And everything is alright. The music I'm controlling. We make the dance all night. From the east, west, north, and south. Come on. The flow coming from above. Listen to the words that we are singing.
We be the oasis. We show taste by making the whole place shift. We show faith. People with no patience. It don't make sense. It won't play safer than truckle and bass jets. We never play jets. In the nocturnal, make it hot. Jungle. Not too much mold like a popcorn kernel. So, we clown snakes. I'm thinking the ground shake. I'm using the track. Sticking the pound shake. You brothers who sound fake. You must check the style. We extra.
This is the music we know. And everything is alright.
The Bulls commit the intentional foul, and they'll try to extend the game.
That's the right move. Stop the clock. And hope they make a mistake you can take advantage of.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Gets them both, and it's a 5-point ball game.
And that'll do it, Kevin. Those last free throws were the icing on the cake.
Rose. Missed. The Spurs length the distance as they outlast the Bulls, 99-94. Richard Jefferson is the Jordan Brand player of the game, and some solid numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, he was really stroking it. He shot the lights out, and there was just no one out on the floor who could stop it.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.
Ace. Gutter. See, now I know who I am.